key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Submitted for your approval, a machine. Conceived of and born in Chicago by some men with a passion for gadgets. Electric gadgets, the kind that can freeze a ball in its path or hurl one at breakneck speed across time and space. This group of men, this design team, you've met before. For years, they've concocted kinetic plans for profit, always with massive success. From the lucrative rumblings of Earthshaker to the whirlwind Windfall, from Rudy's Little World to this uniquely attractive family, they have brought you wildly popular coin collectors head and shoulders above what we will loosely term as, for purposes of this presentation, competition. Many have wondered what would come next. Whatever it is, it will certainly make obsolete everything that's come before. Each new machine that comes from this team betters each earlier effort. Average first-year ratings for all their games surpasses the best of what the competition has to offer. And players continue to flock to these games years after they've abandoned everything else. Case in point, Earthshaker has remained on the operator's list of favorite games since it was unveiled more than 3 years ago. These are the spirits who populate this machine. They belong to a distinguished order, where things are never quite as they seem, where reality is stretched and tempered, turned on its ear by the relentless tug of blind fate. Consider, for example, this old woman, visited one night by strange little feisty beings who have traveled across the galaxy only to see the business end of a hatchet. Or Mr. Henry Bemis, a bookish bookworm with glasses thick enough to roast ants. Soon a conspiracy against Mr. Bemis and his love for the printed page will end. And another will begin. He's about to enter a world without wives, bank presidents, or anything else. It's a smashed landscape offering nothing but time.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
And here is Nan Adams, a woman on a cross-country trip to California, which ends before it begins. Her route, fear. Her destination, quite unknown.
I believe you're going my way.
Finally, consider Mr. Franklin Gibbs, a stoic conservative Kansan on an all-expense-paid trip to Las Vegas. In a few minutes, Mr. Gibbs will succumb to an illness, worse than any virus can produce. It's a deadly, life-shattering affliction known as the fever. In a moment, you'll have a chance to enter their world of sound and fury. It's a great little vacation spot to which you've just been given a one-way ticket. Welcome, one and all, to the Twilight Zone. You're looking at a clock on a playfield. It's 12 noon, a quiet hour in a world about to be shattered. These are the things of reality, of physical substance: a piano, a slot machine, a door, a camera, an unknown. They exist and have dimension. But in a few seconds, we will see how thin a line separates that which we assume to be real from that manufactured inside of a mind. The piano will play, the reels on the slot machine will spin, and the camera will take pictures of things yet to come. You still don't know what this will do. Submitted for your approval. The future. This is a gumball machine. In the upper left corner of this playfield of the future, it dispenses balls, ordinary pinballs, but a twist of this knob and a twist of fate will set free this little character, the Powerball. Return it to the gumball machine to collect the points you've earned. You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Round it lie 14 features which await your activation. The hitchhiker, the camera, greed, to name a few. You collect these features with shots to the player piano or the slot machine. Your allotted time is marked with our clock. This door is also your key to a battle with the power, staged here and presented by MagnaFlip. Pressing the flipper buttons will activate the force under these spirals. Send a ball through the hole and you've defeated the power. If multi-ball is what you're after, you must first make both these ramps. Balls sent here will then lock. 3 locks makes multi-ball, and multi-ball makes points. Should you progress this far, your next concern will no doubt be collecting a jackpot. This you'll be able to achieve with a shot across the upper playfield to the piano. An introduction of a game, one that causes its own affliction, its own fever. Just ask Mr. Franklin Gibbs. He's not in Kansas anymore. Gizmos and gadgets designed to probe a mystery, to fathom a depth, to entrance, congregate, and collect. Fact and fantasy, substance and shadow. It's the pinnacle of our craft, and all of it remains to be seen. Presenting the Twilight Zone.